Hey guys, welcome to Protein Treats by Nutracelle. I'm Melanie and I am so excited today because we are making ice cream. And I know you're like, I don't have an ice cream maker. I don't want an ice cream maker because it takes up so much room in my freezer. Don't worry, not only are we gonna have super healthy, super rich, creamy, delicious, and decadent ice cream, but you do not need a machine. So stick around, 3 ingredients, couldn't be easier. Let's get started. Okay, to make this homemade ice cream, you only need 3 ingredients. And I know you're like, Mel, that can't be, but I'm telling you right now, this is so easy, anybody can do it. All you're gonna need is 2 cups of full fat whipping cream. So I've got about 35% whipping cream here. Anything over 33% will work great. And then I have another 1/4 cup of whipping cream, same thing, it's just reserved. So I have a 1/4 cup here, and I have a 1/4 cup of water, and I have our yummy, delicious vanilla Nutracelle. And of course, it's full of prebiotic fiber, and it's also full of whey protein, and it's made with real vanilla, which is why it tastes so amazing. So those are the only ingredients you are going to need to make this fresh churned, amazing ice cream. Let's get started. All right, so the very first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take our 2 cups of the full fat whipping cream, and I just spilled everywhere, and don't spill yours at home. We're gonna go ahead and put them in the bowl, and we're gonna whip it just like you would whip regular whipping cream, but you want it to get to the point where peaks form and it's really nice and stiff whipped cream. So that's what's going to make this so you don't have to churn it. And if you sort of think in your mind of homemade ice cream or using one of the ice cream makers and the paddles go around all the time, the function of those paddles going around is actually creating little bubbles of air all the way through the ice cream. And that's what makes it so you can scoop the ice cream after you freeze it. And that's what you're doing right here with your stand mixer. You can also use a hand mixer when you mix up your whipping cream. So that's all we're gonna do. We have our bowl chilled here. We have some nice cold whipping cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and whip this up. All right, now once your whipped cream has nice and firm, just like you're seeing here, so if I were to take my finger and hold it up, it's gonna hold its shape. That's exactly what we wanna see. Okay, so most of these no churn ice cream recipes call for condensed milk. And the problem with condensed milk is it is so full of sugar, and there is a way for you to make condensed milk that's a little bit healthier, but it takes a really long time. So what I want to show you is a much easier way to get the same effect. So all I'm doing is I have my 1/4 cup of my full fat cream that I've put in here, and I have my 1/4 cup of water. Of course, I spilled a little bit earlier, and I'm just putting those in, so I have 1/2 cup of liquid here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 4 generous scoops of vanilla Nutracelle. And because of the prebiotic fiber and the whey protein, it will thicken up just like condensed milk, and it will also taste like vanilla and sweet and yummy and decadent and all of those things that you want in a thick, creamy ice cream. So we've got 3 scoops. I'm gonna get my last scoop in here. There we go, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this up. Okay, so I have my whipped cream that we did up earlier, and I'm just gonna set it aside for a minute because we're gonna fold it in. I'm gonna teach you how to fold if you don't know how to do it. It's really easy. We're gonna start here with our version of healthy condensed milk. So as you see it pour out, it looks really just like condensed milk. So it has that amazing vanilla smell, and it's nice and thick. And we're just gonna go ahead and put this in the bottom of our bowl. So now what we're gonna do is we wanna make sure that we preserve all of the volume in our whipped cream. So we're gonna fold it in. And the way I like to fold is I'm gonna sacrifice about 1/4 of, maybe 1/3 even, of our whipping cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this in with our Nutracelle mixture. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix this in. This is gonna make it a little bit lighter and a little bit closer to the texture of our whipped cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first, and then I'm gonna fold, and I'll teach you how to fold. Okay, so now that I've got this mixed, I'm going to take the rest of my whipped cream here, and I'm gonna put it all right on the top. So I'm just gonna put it right in here, and we're gonna fold it together. And it's exactly what it sounds like. So when you fold it, it's really easy to do, but you wanna go a little bit slow, and you wanna make sure that you try to protect all those little air bubbles in your whipped cream. So you're literally going to fold it. You're gonna take your spatula, and you're gonna cut right through the middle. You're gonna scoop over the bottom like this, and then you're gonna fold it right over the top. So that's your action. You're gonna cut, then you're gonna go under, and then you're gonna fold it like that, and then you're gonna continue to work your way around. That's what's going to protect all those little air bubbles, which is what makes it so creamy and delicious. So here we go. I'm gonna cut all the way through the middle, and then I'm just gonna fold right over the top. You're not mixing, so you're not stirring. And then I'm gonna turn a little bit, and I'm gonna cut and fold. And you're just gonna keep doing that. Nice and gently, nice and calmly. Cut and fold over the top. And when you're done, when you have it not perfectly even, but even enough that it looks like yummy ice cream, that's when we're gonna put it into our little ice cream bowls, and we're gonna freeze it for about 4 hours. Look how good that looks, and you can tell that it's still really nice and airy, and that's what you want. Part of the reason why you need to churn ice cream if you're using a recipe for an ice cream maker is that when you lose all those little air bubbles and the ice cream freezes, it becomes so hard that even when you let it melt a little bit, you can't actually scoop and get the ice cream back out. And so, or else it will crystallize and you'll get all those nasty little crystals in there. This won't do this. So when you have it nice and fluffy like this, you can go ahead and put it right into, you can use really any kind of bowl or container. You can even use Tupperware ones that have a lid. For freezing, anything metal or paper will freeze the fastest and the best. So we're just using paper here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. You'll find it will freeze in maybe a little under 4 hours, but 4 hours is a really good rule of thumb. All right, this is all you need to do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this in the freezer, and in magical YouTube time, I will see you guys 4 hours later to show you how amazing this ice cream turned out. Okay, so we have our vanilla ice cream out of the freezer here. I have scooped it into my little container, and I thought I better taste this just to see how our ice cream turned out. Oh my God. You guys are gonna freak out. This is so good. It is so creamy. It is like homemade ice cream that you would have got at the fair that maybe your grandmother made for you. It is absolutely so delicious. You will not get anything that tastes this good in a store, no matter how much sugar is in it. And of course, ours has no sugar, you guys. So I'm gonna be posting the ingredients and the nutrition. You're gonna be able to link through back to our site to get all of the goodies and know exactly how to make this. And of course, we're gonna show some of our viewers and how they've been losing weight with Nutracelle. Pretty amazing to see some of the progress you guys have been doing using some of these really delicious ice cream. And of course, it's summer, you guys. Who doesn't wanna lose weight and eat ice cream? I know I do. All right, you guys, I'll see you back here next Friday. Make sure you subscribe for lots of recipes that are so good you feel like you're cheating. Thanks, guys.